All right, let's start with some big news that has come in, where Iran has released 9 out of the 12 Indians who were on board the ship RIAH that had been detained in early July. However, 21 Indians are still in detention. Indian sailors are still in detention with Iran, 3 from RIAH and 18 from the British oil tanker Stena Impero, which was seized last week by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps in the Strait of Hormuz for alleged violation of international maritime rules. Now, the Indian embassy on Thursday had managed to get consular access to the 18 Indians who were on board the ship Stena Impero, and now the Indian agencies have managed to get the release of about 9 other Indian sailors who are on board another ship. This is not Stena Impero, but another ship that goes by the name RIAH. There were 12 Indians on board the ship. 9 of them have been released, and 3 more of this vessel are still in Iranian custody. And for more on this, we're joined in by my colleague Siddhant Sibil. Siddhant, what more information do we have on this?
Well, as of now, ME hasn't confirmed much, but by and large, it will be considered positive news. But the big focus right now is on Stena Impero, the UK tanker that was seized by Iran last week. We know that 18 Indians are on board, and India got consular access late evening yesterday. An Indian diplomats team from the Indian mission in Tehran visited them, and they've been found in good health. And we have also seen that Iran assuring New Delhi that when it comes to the health and, of course, the Indian sailors, the condition of Indian sailors, they have assured that since both the countries have friendly ties, nothing will happen. We also know that the Foreign Secretary met the Iranian envoy in Delhi earlier this week, and also the Indian envoy has been meeting the people from the Iranian foreign ministry in Tehran. So a lot of activity taking place, but the Indian government making sure that the Indian sailors on that UK tanker that was seized by Iran are okay, they are fine, and for that hectic activities, diplomatic activities are taking place.
Absolutely indeed, and also some interesting bit of tidbits. There are said to be about 24 Indian crew members who were on board the shipping vessel Grace 1. That was the Iranian ship that had in fact been captured by the British off the coast of Gibraltar. So it appears that Indian sailors are in fact bearing the brunt of these tensions between Iran and the United Kingdom.
Well, yes, as we have seen that Indians are suffering because of the tiff between the West and Iran. In both the cases, whether it's Grace 1 or Stena Impero, it's the Indian sailors who have been detained. The Iranian tanker was going to Syria, and the British authorities are saying that it would have violated the sanctions because it was providing oil illegally. It might have provided oil illegally, and that is why it was impounded off the coast of Gibraltar. It had 24 Indians, and after a lot of diplomatic activities, both in London and New Delhi, Indian diplomats got consular access on Wednesday evening, and they were able to meet all the 24 Indian sailors who were detained, and hopefully now the Indian government is making sure that they will be released and repatriated very soon.
Absolutely. We'll have to leave there. Thank you very much indeed, Siddhant Sibil, for joining us and getting us those latest updates.